Welcome to ELF Center 3. We are on insect life cycles. Our year-long theme is cycles, so it's kind of nice that we're talking about insect life cycles. Okay, this center is our indoor observation, and this is kind of going to bring everything to fruition for the kids, and they're going to have real samples to look at of the insects. So what you're going to want to do at the beginning of this center is to kind of review all the stuff they've probably already talked about, and if this is your first run of the center, you can review stuff from the introduction. But we're going to talk about insect anatomy, that they have 6 legs, that they have wings, that they have a segmented body, etc. So you can pull from the introduction bin the insect song, and you can review that with them. And then you're going to want to talk about basically insects. And if you're really enthusiastic volunteer, you can bring in some live insects. You could get them from the pet store, some crickets, and you could talk about how, see if they can identify all the body parts of those crickets. We're going to dig in with our paper materials first. The outline's there for you to review. In this envelope we have all kinds of things, like many other centers. We have lots of colorful things to study. This one talks about the body parts of an insect and just some other interesting facts. This one talks about the way insects grow, so it's going to talk again about metamorphosis, which is the word we're driving home on this unit. And then this one talks about what is an insect. So it talks about the different kinds of insects and the differences. So here's a spider and a scorpion. Those are not insects, those are arachnids. Spiders are arthropods. Insects are arthropods. So anyway, you'll go through all these boring old paper materials first. And this talks about the difference between arthropod insects and arachnids, millipedes, all that. And then insects have 3 body parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. If you remember, spiders only have 2, and same with scorpions, and that class of animals are insects. So once they get through all these paper materials, you can really pull out the fun stuff. These things are on loan from the Butterfly Pavilion, so we ask that you take really good care of them. Come on up here, cameraman. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can see we have a ton of them. And some of them are even in the life cycle, which is really interesting, I think. So we have this one both of these go through the insect life cycle. A dragonfly, this is some kind of moth here. There's a few more in there, but you can talk about the difference then between a spider and an insect. Spiders have 8 segmented legs, insects have 6 wings, antennas, body parts, and that's the difference in classifying. So we do have a few spiders in there. Be sure to reiterate to the kids that they're different than insects. And then we have some kind of cool, this is insect adaptation legs, so you can talk in depth about legs. We'll try to have some magnifying glasses in here so if the kids really want to get a good look. But anyways, all the stuff again you can go through at your leisure. It's very interesting. I'm sure the kids will ooh and ah and really enjoy that. We have a whole container of butterflies in here, so everybody can have their own to look at and study and talk about the parts there. It's kind of hard to distinguish the 3 body parts on a butterfly, but they're there: the head, thorax, and abdomen. 6 legs, etc., etc. They're kind of dainty, so that's hard to see. So depending on your group, you can decide if you want to do these first, second, or third. The last thing we have with this unit is insect vision and how insects see. Couldn't really find a better center to put this with, so we have these really cool, this first is a handout that you can read to the kids about insect sight. And then we have 2 sets of insect insect sight simulators. So these we just got from the Butterfly Pavilion. There's little lenses in here, and the kids can look through and see what it's like to be a bug. Whoopsie. And we have a little description on the front that's also on the back of this card. Talks about the different kinds of vision. Because a lot of kids wonder how they see with those compound eyes. Those compound eyes are good for detecting movement because they have so much fragmenting. So anyways, you just put them together with the different things. There's 3 per baggie, so that should be enough for your kids. And you just take them in there. Let's see here. Da-da-da. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's like a kaleidoscope. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to do a little repair work before Elf starts for your group. So again, this center is very, very hands-on. We got really cool insects to look at, and then I think they'll really enjoy seeing how a bug sees with their compound eyes. But if there's anything else you'd like to add, comments, questions, we're running out of materials, let us know at mitchellelf@gmail.com.